Taking a quick look, seeing what do we need for enchantment. Level 4. Level 2. Level 6. Right. All the similar levels here. Level 1 if you just want a little bit of damage or accuracy. We actually just lack the copper to do the damage increase. Not that I would do it on the hatchet anyway. Okay. Probably want to get to the village as quickly as possible. I don't think we can handle any real fighting at the moment. Outside maybe some kind of individual opponent.
A blade in the dark.
We need... well, we're at the halfway point towards the next level.
Of course.
Might as well explore and loot as much as we can. Right, I think it's a radius of 8 meters more or less. So the range weapon bonus rate is somewhere around here. "35 defense. I think there were Zorips here. Okay, with the bear. That's probably quite a bit beyond our level at the moment. At the same time, we do have 3 spells. We could hold it, get it stuck. Reflex and deflection reduced by 20. So if we could keep something like this on it, we might be able to kill it. But at the same time, there's no point trying to force these type of fights. There are easier ways for us to get even a single level up. It would go a long way into helping us. The wolf itself is not a problem. Problem is, I doubt that the wolf is here alone. Tangled wolf. Hobbled for 4 seconds. No, it's a area of effect duration of 20. It's a good place to check something. Yeah, Hubble duration increased, radius increased. But yeah, my stats affect things. Now, is it lone wolf or not? The lone wolf, we probably should try to kill it. It is. 24, 22, 34, 14. Critical hit on young wolf. Days for 15.2.
So
You're very vulnerable to pretty much anything at this point. I'm gonna try the Barbs of Condemnation. How much damage does it really do? It's 20 to 30 points, but we have a high probability of doing criticals at this point.
much for you. Lava beyond sea.
Normal hit. But we have plus 18. Without that, it would have been a normal hit, so it would have done 50% percent less damage. So it's hard to see, but it should have, yeah, defense has dropped again. But we only have a 50% chance of hitting, so with normal attacks. So it is spells all the way at this point. But these should have a high probability of hitting, doing damage. I think I told you to cast it.
Lava beyond sea.
Critical hit. 32 piercing damage. Basically, we did 35 point of damage, even though the maximum is only 30. So,
A blade in the dark.
I don't know. It was a single young wolf, though. The more worrying part is that through normal weapon use, we have basically no chance of hitting shit. That's the bigger problem. So,
Hello.
hello. Okay. What's your hurry? A bear killed your friend.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay. We are far away from a level up. Young wolves are nothing, probably a proper wolf too. Yeah, that's too much for us. Probably too much for us in perfect condition. Multiple outlaws, probably too much for us. Maybe not if we rest. But resting will eat supply, so we'll have to go to the city to rest. We don't want to waste a huge amount of money. And just visiting places will earn us experience. Talking to people will probably earn us experience. We need quests, really. Even just progressing a quest a little bit would help quite a bit. Finding any loot would be great thing. Extra ingredients would be a great thing. Spider legs, agates, burnt lady. I don't think we're gonna get too much of those.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Hmm. Ooh. Okay, we're cruel and deceptive. Do you welcome everyone this way?
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever conceived a Hollowborn child?
What are you talking about?
An infant born. I should warn. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell toll.
Okay. Other questions? Okay. We have to answer through some means, so before I got there, I don't know. Someone help with Biowak.
Whatever your. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead odd, keep out of.
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
True. Party gain 682 experience. Right, this is what we need right now. Only 500 away from a level up. We didn't do anything.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
I'm not sure if I want to even take these people in the group in the first place. They do have their personal quests though. Which means their personal loot and treasure too. I talk to you again about something else. Tell me about Lord Redrick. Gilded Vale. Right. Not sure if this is relevant. I mean, it's all information I pretty much know already. I can understand why population is gonna shrink in a situation like this when there are much fewer children being born. I don't need to ask stupid questions, but at the same time, it might have consequences later on. Does my character know all this or not? What does the ale actually do? +2 damage reduction, but a shorter duration. I feel this is the type of crap you should be using instead of storing. You're not gonna drink a beer in a serious fight, you're gonna use something better. And drink a beer after that.
Welcome.
Um,
Well met, friend. Gods keep you.
I had a dialogue option initially that disappeared.
They won't see me coming.
Spirits. Constitution +1. Camping supplies, rope and grappling hook. Gold rod shoe. Might +3 for 10 minutes. Move speed -2 perception. Still, it's -2 to perception while getting +3 to might, so I think it's a worthwhile trade. Maybe. Still, need to
A
collect
blade
quests.
in the dark.
Collect loot, collect money, collect anything, any little thing. 400 experience points and we have a level up. That should make a huge difference. Just to be able to cast second level spells. More gold rod shoe. Should be at least a couple of level quests here. One probably doesn't even require us to do any fighting. Just an option to steal from these guys. Yeah, the windmill I think had one. We could complete that, that would be the level up.
They won't see me coming.
Investigate the feud.
They won't see me.
I don't think it really matters which side we're gonna take. There might be some kind of a reward if we side with these guys. I don't know if the others have anything worthwhile. Uh, hmm. Can I get anything more out of
Hail
them?
and well met.
Right, we don't really have
Gods keep you.
resolve. Would be the key to getting something done.
A blade in the dark.
Still, the resolution doesn't have to be exactly anything special, it just has to be a resolution. Might be specialty rewards if you can do things non-violently. Right. The smithy will also have a quest at the very least.
Yes. A blade in the dark.
Right.
They won't see me coming.
Some kind of a supply lost or something like that. I don't recall at all what it's necessary to complete them. So is it a easy task or something where we would have to fight against some kind of a dangerous opponent?
Good day to you.
Genos Lance. Pike. +1 constitution, 20% of graces convert to hits. Little shitty damage for a two-handed weapon though. Hold Wall. Crits can inflict prone. That's +20% attack speed. Sounds very useful. But it doesn't say duration of the prone again. Azurite Stiletto. Jolting touch on critical hit, 1 per encounter. It's a stiletto. Would be a fitting weapon for us. I think we will get +10 accuracy on this. What is a jolting touch? 20 to 35 shock damage. Jumps target. Actually quite good at this stage. +15 accuracy bonus too. So very nice. And with our high accuracy, the critical hit is fairly guaranteed too. Especially if we get the +10 accuracy for Stiletto. Still, it's 20 times what we can afford at the moment, so nothing particularly interesting. Minor items. Bronze horn figurine. Summon anima. 1 per rest. Okay, these type of things is something we must have. But 6,000? Yeah, that's too much. So, very nice things. Should we save up for the summon, some kind of summon item immediately? We probably should. It's once per rest, but there's no getting around the fact that we're gonna have to rest a huge amount of times. Temple of Elbas. We should. There's something wrong with the music. Sounds wrong, but really wrong. Like, incredibly bad. something seriously wrong with it. Yeah, there's something seriously wrong with it. Hope a little change once we go to some other place. I don't recall this happening before. Sounds terrible. Agron's Fork. I go here, maybe it'll... If there's an area load, it might go away. So. That's better. Do we help the man or not? Temple history. He wants me to pick up some remains. They're long dead. What does it matter where they're buried? Any chance there's something down there worth a little more than some old bones? Sure. Secret chambers. There's no immediate hurry with this. I think it's the... I've noticed that if you mess around with the fast forward and things like that, it does affect some sounds. Not music, I don't think so. But there can be problem with the sound system.
I meant no of...
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Go on. Fire it! I'll cut that barrel-looking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding.
That's where you're wrong.
Okay, there's a fight. Do I want to get involved? You're not going to take that from him, are you? And we're not taking it from you either. Well, shit. Well, that's just wrong. Everyone's dazed. So we just need to survive long enough for him to kill everything. We could try to frighten them too. +5 accuracy, +10% damage for 29 seconds. Damage resistance might be a better one. It lasts longer. Same time, we better just do an attack. These are townsmen, they're not particularly tough. We just want to get rid of them.
Beyond sea.
Crits, 43 pierce damage. Ah.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that. Awkward. Then I can't well, I suppose introductions are in order after that. Lima with and how it in Gwithan ruins. Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times. In excellent. Of course, I didn't mean... Begging your pardon, but neither do you. I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
No.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the... Why quite...
Right, I'm not... I don't want them to join at all if I can avoid it. It's not like I have anything really against it. I mean, we can just leave them somewhere, but at the same time, better not take them in the first place. We need about 300 experience points and we'll get to level up. I need to rest first. There's a good chance if we try to solve the problem with the mill, it turns out into a fight. I mean, my persuasion attempts at this point are pretty pathetic. So.
Greetings.
A common room will do. Ooh, this should probably get us there. Just, yeah, 250 experience gain. If we go out and talk to the hanged woman we saw in our dreams, that should get us to level up. That should give us level 2 spells, and that's enough to maybe start to handle something already.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes? Is that what we're doing? You have seen a watcher sees, though. No. You should see all... No, I think not.
Looks like we'll have to go through all the options, so...
Of course, dear. Or maybe...
Crucible of the Soul. Definitely got our level ups. Good. What does this do? Didn't really use this. Drains 10 burn damage as endurance, so we do burn damage to the opponents and gain endurance. Once per rest.
17 and a half.
I want at least 1 point in survival now, so I can get some kind of rest bonus. Accuracy bonus versus a creature type is not within our reach. So we might want to go there as quickly as possible. If we have strong individual opponents, we can always rest and get a little bit of advantage against that. Now, level 1 scrolls are as good as we're gonna need at the moment, but level 2 might not be a bad idea. Athletics is a luxury, I think. We might want to get it, but it's not something we have to get right now. And I do want survival 4, at least accuracy. I mean, we're going full in with the accuracy, so ignoring something like this seems something we don't really want to do. We're gonna need 7 points to get that, though. A single level up is not enough for that, we'll have to save points. But we could afford to put a single point in athletics. And it does have some benefits. Climbing, swimming, jumping, that sort of shit is something you have to do constantly in this game if you want to get things done. Increases effects of second wind, so 5 extra endurance granted back. But we should have enough points to get survival to 4. Level 2 spells. Area of effect heal. Not gonna use. Well, could be useful. It has a long duration, so you can sort of cast it and then just let it heal. (40 to 50 burn damage. Minus 25 deflection for 14.5 seconds. Very nice. Holy Power, plus 3 might, plus 7 resolve for 43 seconds. So resolve translates to deflection, but it's a direct attribute increase. So I think you could stack it with a direct deflection increase. Iconic Projection freezes, causes freeze damage and heals friendlies, but it's an area of effect. So we could target multiple opponents instead of a single target. This is a very close range attack anyway. We can daze for 29 seconds as a full area of effect, but the area of effect is much smaller than the special ability we have. Much smaller. Immunity to Sickened and Weaken. Repulsing Seal. Prone for 10 seconds. Places a magical seal on the floor that sends enemies falling on contact, causing them to become prone. I really need to test these out. This is the only class that gets these type of abilities. Minor Heal. Shitty spell. And Suppress Affliction. So basically we got 2 attack spells and the Mind to use offensively. And well, we do have this debuff haste, but we can do this through another means. We don't have to use a spell for it. Still, we could take down a hefty target now. If the deflection negative hits, it'll just make them more susceptible to using the barbed condemnation. No, it attacks fortitude. Does anything even attack deflection? Not really, no. I suppose I can attack it, but fortitude seems to be the big thing. No, Divine Mark attacks will, attacks reflex, attacks fortitude. So we can attack sort of everything. Attacks fortitude, attacks will. Right. Okay, at least we got what we wanted. I'm going to do the windmill thing. If they pick a fight with me, they're easily destroyed.
How do you do?
I could probably get these guys to attack the mill owner, but again, why would I do that? But instigating trouble would be sort of in my nature. Especially since these seem to be the outcasts and the Pillar is in a higher position socially. So what are you doing here then? Yeah, it seems like you can basically just choose a side. You can't really instigate a fight. At least not. Maybe you could talk to both sides, then lie about what they said in return. Probably get
Welcome.
her to contribute. Offer to buy them around. Not sure would I offer to buy them around. We have other ways to solving this. Ooh, Scroll of Fan Flames. I do want to solve the issue though. Just attacking them outright
I'll
doesn't
see it
sound
done.
like
It's
something
finished.
I'd do. Maybe I'll promise to talk to the miller for them. That would allow us to see our options at least. And that's pretty much it. There's the one
How do you
woman
do?
we can still talk to. Both say they owe me one. I'll go talk to the woman first.
A blade in the dark.
How much do we need for the next level? About 3,000 extra experience. Yikes, so it basically doubles your experience needs. Level 4 might be still reasonable to reach. After that, it's gonna get tough.
Gods keep you.
Hmm. Hmm. Quit your sniveling. How are you going to raise a child if you're this weak? Well, that's as cruel as shit as you can say. I'm wondering, is it aggressive or cruel though? Sounds cruel, but I think aggressive would be if you sort of pick a fight constantly. I wasn't exactly picking a fight there. Got a fruit. Hmm. Deceptive and cruel. Right. So I'm gonna go talk to the miller. Then, if I can't get a easy dialogue victory out of that, I'll. We can buy a round for the people who are drinking. That's probably what I would do then. It seems like if I'll just go to them and attack them openly immediately. That's not in my nature either. Not because they're basically people I have no relationship with. So why would I care?
Gods keep you.
It says you're treating farmers unfairly. Right.
Hello.
It certainly looks like the offering them a round of drinks is pretty much the only thing. But that might be... Is it clever or what? Yeah, I'm not sure I want to think about these things too much. As far as I can tell, it would affect the Holy Radiance ability. The burn damage and Trident versus Vessels. And I don't care too much about it. Not enough to basically plan everything to maximize it. Especially when I don't know how these options are even gonna affect things. I suppose, ooh, that might be something we can get to show in the game options. No, it's not this. Where would it be then? I don't know. Maybe you have to do it in the menu or something. But there were something that allowed you to sort of affect the options you see in dialogue. I mean, do you even see options that you can't use? Probably things like that.
Good day to you.
If there might be an option there to see what the consequence of choosing a path would be. Basically, +1 that or -1 that, something like that. If I buy you all around. Because currently they sort of refuse to even talk to me.
Good day, stranger.
Can we skip the payment? It's for a good cause.
Greetings.
Guess I'll pay. Only 6 copper. The amount of money is irrelevant. I just
Welcome.
don't want to pay. Okay. Tell me more about what's going on. No sense in threatening the miller. You have him up against the wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other villagers for help. Okay. Diplomatic. It's not exactly a terrible thing. As long as it's just not benevolent or aggressive, I'm fine with it. Aren't there really options for this? The game tooltip seemed suggest that there are. I'm not quite sure where they would be. It's not in game. It's not in difficulty. I don't see how it would be in auto pause. Show personality and reputation. Display the effect of choosing each conversation option on the player's reputation and personality. Yeah, show me. I want to learn. No knockout injuries? What the fuck is this? Display qualifiers that cause a conversation option to be unlocked. Okay. Allow the stash to be accessed at any location. This is probably what gets disabled through expert mode mostly. Review effect highlights, combat tooltips, detailed quest updates, auto level companions. What the fuck? No! Terrible, that's horseshit. Why did I ever have that on? They basically start at your level instead of allowing you to make the character how you want it. Oh, whatever, I don't care. I'm not taking companions here. Right. Right. I can see the game being somewhat more difficult with the expert mode, definitely. Still, it's I'm not sure it makes it that much difficult. It's more of a you have to memorize more. So it's an actual you're just basically getting rid of an actually helpful user interface addition. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing if you do it, but I don't see it as any kind of achievement either. You're just making the game more cumbersome for you to manage. I suppose the extra amount of information can be seen as a huge disadvantage for you. At the same time, this isn't a multiplayer game, and you can see it through the bestiary after a couple of fights anyway. So, I mean, a new opponent, if I look at it, I can't see the weaknesses immediately. I'll have to actually attack it. So what the system does is just record the information that you found out through other means automatically, so you don't have to go after it anymore. It's easily available for you. Why would I want to get rid of that?
Hail, traveler.
Okay, convince him to leave your family in peace. 162 experience points. Well, whoop-de-doo. Benevolent, yeah. Okay, this is very useful, so we at least know how to avoid these. That's all you can afford. After I saved your family. Gilded Veil, moderate positive. Right. Well, this didn't really get us much. Just talking to the hanged Animancer was the much more useful thing to happen. Still, the important part is to level up. Now we have reasonably the ability to actually achieve something. At the same time, I'm not sure where we would want to go. Whalewood would have a couple of fights, probably doable fights at this point. Kaid Nua would be a fairly challenging place. It was infested with spirits, and you'd have to talk to the Watcher, who was a caster of some sort. Have to fight against a lot of spiders, so at least one level up would be welcome before heading there. I guess we're going to start just cleaning up places as much as possible, and that's pretty much it. What else could we reasonably be expected to do? I don't think we can get to level 5 before having to do Kaid Nua. So no new spells. We have to get either money or find some equipment, otherwise it's gonna be tough for us. Yeah, solo playthrough can be tough at times. That's shocking news. Okay, this should have wolves, a bear, some bandits, and I think the bandits are holding the cook for hostage. Yeah, the Black Hound in cook. So that would also be a little task and quest to complete. It will probably reward much better than going after the wolves or the bear. Yep, I'll leave things here.